Okay, so yeah, hi, hello everyone. How are you all? So I hope that every one of you is good. So hey, uh, hello, sir. Let's start the session. Yep, I'm also very much excited to start your session today, and here we go. I can see that you all guys are fully very much ready to start today's session. So I am totally fine. So how are you guys? I just want to understand that one thing first, and then I'm all set to take your class ahead right now. Okay, so how are you all people right now? I mean, everyone is fine at home, and how you guys are doing. So let's interact and let's start the session. Okay, so today we have one project building session to be completed, and even tomorrow we have project building to be completed. Right now, I mean, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we will be covering at least three. I mean, today and tomorrow, we will be completing three projects in one stretch. Okay, so today we will be starting with the uh, the basic thing, the very basic stuff. That stuff is uh, cryptography app along with the modules and packages which we will be looking at. Then after cryptography app is completed, we will be going ahead and completing. I mean, like, first is modules, then cryptography app. Then after, like, a cryptography app and modules are completed, then we will break for today, and tomorrow we will be going ahead and completing the other stuff. Okay, so that's what is there in our today's plan, and I just wish everyone of the very best of the luck, so that, I mean, you all guys can actually understand things whatever I'm explaining you all guys at the very first place. Just let me, like, put the camera in proper directions and all, because I'm not able to see it properly. Okay, so I hope attendance forms will be, like, updated in the Google Sheets. All the moderators who are there, just please look into the attendance form, so it is being circulated. So yeah, let's switch the screen and let's go ahead. Okay, so let me stop sharing other things and take. Okay, so here where we are, so we will be going ahead with a basic Jupyter notebook. So I hope that you all guys can see my screen. Just let me put everything at the end. Okay, so this is what my Jupyter screen looks like. So hi, how are you all guys? I hope that every one of you is fine. So today's our agenda is very clear. First, we have to complete modules and packages, and second, we have to complete one small project which will take 30 minutes of time to complete. Not even 30 minutes of time, it's very simplistic form. I just need to explain you what is cryptography and all, and as soon as I complete explanation thing, so you are all set to complete your project. The project building aspect will take less than 10 minutes, but the more of the things will be to set it up. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take things ahead accordingly. So yeah, just 1 minute. Okay, so here my screen is. I hope that you all guys can see my screen in a proper manner. Okay, so first and foremost thing, just I'm opening our regular day notebooks, and today is day 5, and yesterday we had an amazing doubt clearing session. Only like what 50 about people had joined in. If at all I count all the attendances and all unique people, it was somewhere around like 90 something, 90 to 100, and it was a very closed group who also have registered in that. So they have got that uh, thing. Okay, so now first of all, day 5. So let's go ahead and start our day 5. Okay, so today I will be using Jupyter Notebook. From tomorrow onwards, we will be going ahead with the Visual Studio Code. I will be explaining you how to use Visual Studio Code for your project development aspect. Okay, so today's whole thing will happen on Jupyter Notebook, so that you all guys can take things ahead accordingly. And yeah, so that's where we are. So now here where the day 5 looks like. First agenda is modules and packages. Okay, so first of all, what are modules and packages? Please explain me this thing in brief inside the chat. Okay, so what do you mean by modules and packages? So can you just please give me a small explanation on that? What do you mean by modules and packages? So please tell me that very quickly. What do you mean by modules and packages in the chat? I am looking into your chat right now. So okay, so Fine. I mean, Sumati Rama, I have taken Rama. I have taken your input. Stop playing tabla in Mac. So yes, I mean, okay. So I have taken down that input. Okay, fine. Modules is group of libraries. Okay, so modules mean group of libraries. Okay. So now, second thing is like what we say. Any Python file is called a module. Okay, any Python file is called module. But apart from that, any other answers? A module is a file containing Python code. A package, however, is like a dictionary, directory that holds sub packages and modules. Amazing. Okay. So then afterwards, we are having there are predefined Python libraries that help to a particular task. Okay, so now module in Python are simply Python files with a .py extension. The name of module will be the name of file. Okay, so these are few answers which I have received from every one of you. And lovely Anand is mentioning a Python module can have a set of functions, classes, or variable defined and implemented. Amazing. Okay, so what actually we mean by modules and packages? So modules and packages are the very minimalistic part of the whole Python. So modules actually means it's a Python file. Okay, modules are nothing just but a Python file. So these are Python files which are used for the importing of some special functions. Okay, so got it. So this is one of the answer. So this is one of the thing, and these all are they contain the same extension .py for the what we say for the files to be imported. So why do we actually use modules and packages? So if at all we understand just one simple thing. So modules and packages are being used for only making some predefined functions and shipping them for whomsoever it may require any point of time. Okay, if at all we all guys are required right now to make a library, we all can make a library and start working with it. So first of all, we will pull a library from the pypy.org website. Then second part is we will be developing our small module and start importing some features from it. Okay, so these are the two tasks. Okay, so first of all, modules are nothing just but a file, a .py file which can be imported in your particular function or in your particular program. The second one is a group of modules is known as a package. Okay, a group of Python files which has been grouped together, that those all are known as Python files. Okay, so like packages. These all Python files are known as packages. Okay, a group of module /.py files which can be imported are known as packages. Okay, so this is what the whole thing is, and just let me make it as a raw notebook file so that you all guys can have it in handy. Okay, so now this is what the whole thing is. Now let's go ahead and take things into another level. So what is modules and packages we have understood. So let's start importing case 1, importing module from pypy.org. Okay, so what do you mean by pypy.org? Okay, so pypy.org is nothing just but let us just Google it around. Okay, pypy.org. So pypy.org is the like a place where you all guys can find different libraries which we can use for different kind of purposes. Okay, this is a proper place, pypy.org, which is being used for getting many of the third-party libraries which are made for Python. Okay, so the libraries which are made for Python can be retrieved or can be achieved using pypy.org. Okay, so using pypy.org we can get all the Python libraries which are being hosted by third party people. So now let me just go ahead and what we say, search one of the library that is like, let us just Corona. Okay, like Corona, it is okay, Corona. Okay, so if at all any kind of corona dashboard forecasting and spreading of the novel coronavirus. So see, these are different kind of libraries which are being made by different people sitting at like different parts of the world for different purposes. Okay, so now if at all I want to have some coronavirus related database, I just need to search corona and I will be able to get this one of the dashboard. Okay, a dashboard that detects hotspot based upon growth, non-total cases and map them. Okay, coronavirus data from New York Times. So it is suitable for only New York Times. Okay, so now what we will be doing is we will put IND. Let us see if anyone had made any kind of corona tracker India. Okay, so this is one of the tracker which people have made for coronavirus. So I can just go and like install this thing into my particular machine and I can start using it. Okay, so this is the power of Python libraries and modules. Okay, this is one of the module which is available in the open source domain, which we all guys can use it at any point of time. Okay, so this is the one of the smallest example which I am showing you here. So use whatever comes to your mind in terms of a coronavirus tracker, or like let us talk about some Excel sheet reader. Okay, so Excel sheet. Okay, so Excel sheet. So now in this thing, see, like for example, I know like XLRD. Okay, if at all I have to like perform some read and write operations on some Excel file, so I can use XLRD as a library. Okay, so if at all I want to use some writing operation, write Excel file. Okay, so I will be able to see something else which I can use for writing Excel files. Okay, so I know one of the library that is xlwt. Okay, so xlwt which can be used for writing Excel files. Okay, so this is how we can install it. So now let's go ahead and install it. Before it, few people are complaining that please increase the sound. Is my audio clear to you all guys? Currently I'm shouting on my neck, but I don't know, is it clear, yes or no? If at all not, please let me know. Okay, so just let me change the audio settings or something like that. Okay, so I hope that this thing would work right now. Just 1 minute, let me change it. Yep, I hope that you all guys can see my now it may be like very much even more loud, audible and all. Okay, so okay, so let's go ahead and install one of the library and start working with it. Okay, so here the day 5 is, I don't know why my machine is taking so much of load today. I just need to close Zoom. Zoom is the number one culprit anyone has in their whole life. So what you have to do for importing a library, so you just have to go and copy this particular statement, pip install xlwt. Just run this thing. For running it, you need an exclamation mark in front of it and run it. Okay, so what it will say, requirement is already satisfying because I have used this particular library many of the times. Okay, I have used this library many of the occasions, so that's the reason why it is showing it's been already installed. But in probably your case, it will say that key install again. So let me just go ahead and see it in Google Colab. Okay, see, so today we have like whole day to like do only one project of like 10-20 minutes and other things. So I'm explaining you everything in detail. So if at all you feel me that I'm taking so much time, okay, so then please let me know very frankly. Okay, so now let's go ahead and okay, so now let me just import the same thing here. If I do this part, it will take some time and it will install. It is connecting first and it will install as soon as it is connected. as soon as it is connected, then afterwards it will install automatically. So it is saying requirement is already been satisfied because Google Colab also uses maybe like a pre-cached version of all the libraries. So that's the reason. I have already installed it inside my machine. That's why it is showing here like this. Okay. So now how I can use it, how I will be able to use it. Just I need to like I copied this code which is there here. So what it is certainly doing is nothing else but what we say, it is importing xlwt. I don't need this, and I don't even need this style and all, and I don't need this also. Okay, so what I need is like workbook is equal to xlwt dot workbook, and excel sheet is equal to just specify a new sheet. We just have to like put someone's name. Girish, 100% you can do different stuff with coronavirus data science projects or something like that. But apart from that, all the people who want to use what we say your PyCharm and all, you can use this PyCharm. Okay. So now let me just write down a new sheet's name as John V. So one of our student who is watching us right now live. So I'm just removing all the things which I don't require. Okay, so now here what is happening, I'll tell you. Okay, so inside this I just need to put psi, and inside this let's upgrade. Okay, so example.xls, that's what which we will be like getting after running this code. So let's run this code. So the code has already been written. Okay, so we didn't even understand but code is done. So we have imported a library. After importing a library, we have used that library to create a new sheet, and then we have written down something to that particular library. So to that particular file which we have opened, that is saved as example.xls. Okay, if we go to Python classes, and if you see this example.xls, you will be able to like find it. Okay, it's like it will not open in Anaconda, but you're able to see that in your folder example.xls is there. So for opening it, I just need to go onto my home screen and I just need to open my base library, like what is the folder. So let's upgrade classes. This is the folder which my machine has. So we have here, see, we have here xls. So I can open xls just like this. So now you are able to see that part, that one is having psi and let's upgrade. So I can use it for different purposes. For example, I can use it for to print something else. So I can print your name anywhere, ws dot right. So instead of for the second row, I want to print it in the third row. Which column I want to print? I want to print it in the first column, the same list wise. Okay, 0 it will be the first, and I want to print what we say Nishant name. I just run this thing and I just go back to this. I open it back again. So, and I just zoom it out. So see, my Nishant name has been written here on the third, like fourth row. It is 0, 1, 2, 3. I mean, like that's what the technically it's third row, but what we say, if we see it in a human perspective, it's the fourth row. And fourth row, first column has been derived again by 0, 0. Okay, so this is the way how you can use xlwt for writing down an Excel file inside your Python. So this is what the power of libraries are inside your Python. Okay, so someone is mentioning that please write down my name also. So I will just copy that again, cell wala format, and I will write down that particular person's name. So Santosh Santosh K. Okay, so I'm just running this particular. Okay, so it has it got me basically an error because one file should not be able to run in two places. So one cell should not be able to overwrite. So now see, this is the case. So I have Sai, Let's Upgrade, Nishant and Santosh K, all of them written in one single point of time. So this is the power of like how you can edit even Excel sheets inside Python using different library. Not only this is one of the library for writing Excel sheet, you can actually find out tons of libraries. I mean, like how many of the libraries are there? So you can actually find out like there are 277,000. It's 277,000. Uh, 277,613 libraries which are there live for us to use at any point of time. Okay, I mean, I hope this whole thing is clear. So how many of you have understood how to import a particular library or whatever the library is known as a module or a package? The only difference about a module and a package is nothing else. This is let me just do it right now, xlwt, so that you will understand. So each of them is a subfolder, so that it is like known as xlwt is a package, and each of that subfolder contains one .py file, and that .py file is a module. Okay, so that's the kind of power of xlwt or like any kind of module and packages. Okay, so what I've just done is I've just opened it up. Okay, so I hope that how many of you have understood this? We can import modules to like do multiple tasks inside Python. So just let me know once, so that you all guys can take things ahead. We all can go ahead and learn about how to create our own module. Can we go ahead? Just give me a high five in the chat so that I can take things accordingly to next level. Okay. In the meantime, let me set up the camera and other things. Okay, so I'm all done. So now, I mean, okay, fine. So I can see few of you guys are actually messaging out that yes, I can understand. Okay, so now as you guys can actually understand, so now let me just go ahead and start taking things accordingly to seriousness. Okay, so one of the topic which we will be understanding today, where is this? Out of that, yeah, my screen is changed now. Yeah, so it's changed. So one of the topic, okay, so one of the topic which we all need to understand today is how to create our own module. Okay, so let me just make down a markdown here and a heading like how to create our module and a package. Okay, so the only one thing which we need to do right now is one function is there, write file. Okay, write file just inside this is the magic function which is supported in Anaconda only, as a Jupyter notebooks only. So in Jupyter notebook or in any kind of notebook, you will be able to see this function, this magic function, which is a proprietary or like which is a feature of Jupyter notebook or Google Colab. Okay, you can't do this in VS Studio Code and PyCharm and complain me that hey, it is not working. Kind of just have a look at it what it is. Okay, so I'm just making one file, module1.py. Inside this I will just write down, for example, def hey. Okay, inside this we just write a print hey guys, hello. Okay, so this module1.py is written down. So this is the way how you can actually write a module. So in detail, if at all you go and see what is module1.py, it is nothing just but a py file, so which has a function in it. Okay, so which has a function in it, that's it. Okay, so now you can actually that's the way to go about it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and call this module as a library. So you just do import module1. So if at all you hit tab, it will come. Okay, because it is in the same folder, that's why module1. So inside module1, what you can do is module1 dot, so you can just write down hey and it will print. So okay, hey guys, hello, that's what. Okay, I hope that every one of you have got the whole concept that how this thing is working right now. So I mean, is it clear, yes or no? Please tell me that one single point. Import module1 and module1.hey is giving us a module. Now let us just do two things. Okay, let me just write down one more library, one more module, writ write file, inside write file module module 2.py, and inside this what we will do is def, okay, def hey with name, and you have to just pass down your name here, and what it will do is print hey I I can't write this all, so hey you are amazing, hey, and the name, and then it is like you are amazing. I just forgot the spelling of amazing. Z-I-N-G, amazing. Okay, so now what I need to do is I just need to import module 2, and inside module 2 I just need to write down as module 2 dot hey with name. Inside this I need to pass a name. Let me just pass Ram name. Hey Ram, you are amazing. Okay, so this is how this would work. So it is actually inside a module, and using that module I am able to like get things accordingly. Okay, so I am able to get things now. For example, Sai Charan, who is asking about, I think, attendance form not available. Please go in the description. Shoheb or Kriti, Kirtana, like Kritika, or all the HK Krish, whosoever is currently moderating, please give them the attendance form in the chat as well in the description, and please give me a confirmation on my WhatsApp as a message so that I can understand that okay, it's been updated. Okay, if it's not, CHARAN Charan. Okay, so now see, hey Charan, you are amazing. Just wait for the attendance form. They will give the thing. Okay. What is the module 1.hey? Module 1.hey is nothing just but see, module 1.hey, we have made a function, right? Module 1, so inside module 1 we made a hey as a function. So see, this is how you can actually build 2 3. Now what we will do is now the trickiest part. Okay, so now the trickiest part. So we have module 1, module 2, right? So I will go here, I will make a folder. So this untitled folder may be here. Okay, there should be one untitled folder. Okay, there are 2 folders. Okay, fine. I'll just rename the first one, rename it to let's upgrade modules something. Okay, and I will move these both, move inside okay, there has to be a space in between. Okay, so they are now moved, module 1 and module 2 are moved inside a sub folder inside our Python classes. Now what I should do is I will be not able to like call them right now. If at all I will call them, it will be an error kind of. So fresh start, the fresh start will be from let's upgrade modules. This is the package name, import module 1. Okay, so and just you can do the same way, module 1 dot hey, it will work. Got it? I hope that this whole thing works. Now we should dance actually. So okay, so I hope that stop the BGM kind of. Is the BGM on? Sorry guys, I mean just 1 minute. Okay, so just 1 minute, I need to shift. I don't know, is my BGM on, yes or no? Okay, now the BGM should go away, and I can't do anything with the typing guys. I'm very sorry. I type fast, so I type fast. Okay, if you don't like that fast typing, now suppression, I need to have some kind of mic or something. I will figure it out, or like I should be I'll change the mic input or something like that, but it would take some time, so please adjust with it. I'm very sorry for my typing wala thing. So I'll change it. Okay, BGM, it was on, I stopped it. Okay, can you repeat sir? 100% I can repeat. Okay, so previously what we were having, we have created 2 modules. Okay, we have created 2 modules. Okay, we have created 2 modules. Okay, so those 2 modules are inside this. inside our this module 1, module 2, they are inside this particular what we say our base folder. Those were modules, those were like Python files which were acting as modules. Okay, but in case of like when we wanted to create a package, so the package we have created a Let's Upgrade modules. This is a package. So inside this package, when we moved, that time we were supposed to, we can't call it directly. So that's why we should call it from Let's Upgrade modules, the folder name, import module. Okay, so that's the way we should go about it, and we should take things ahead. Okay, so that's the way how everything in Python, all libraries are being built. Okay. Okay, so now I hope that every one of you are enjoying, or like what we say, hey guys, just at least tell me that. I mean, this whole class, why do you love? Do you love because I teach in a like what we say more knowledgeable way, or do you love that interactivity is there? So this small input from you will actually help us build Let's Upgrade. So please let me know one thing, that you all guys love this thing because of the knowledge or because of the interactivity I keep. What you will rate more? So interactivity you will rate 5 out of 5, or you will rate the knowledge 5 out of 5, or you will rate both 5 out of 5. Please give it in the comments. Comments are getting chat is getting recorded, so that it will be amazing for us. Okay, so it is interactivity, both you teaching is awesome. So okay, so that's what makes you guys okay. So anything which you okay, not now, after next 10 minutes I will I will ask one more surprising question to you all. So please be very frank. Okay, and we take things very seriously, and we will be implementing it. Okay, so okay, so now let's go ahead and take things to another level in terms of. Okay, so we are done. Okay, so we are done with our modules and packages. Okay, so we are done with modules and packages. Modules and packages संपला भाव आणि like खत्म हो गया. అయిపోయింది, and in Tamil like what is finished, or like in Tamil I don't know what to call it English, so that's the finished. So we have finished modules and packages, and any other language you want me to Gujarati patigyo. Okay, so like it's done right now, and now we are all set to move ahead towards another level. The another level is we will be going ahead and completing one small project. Okay, so today's project will be okay, so today's project is going to be one of the cryptography one. So that's the project which we can complete today. So it's not even don't even take 30 minutes or something like that. I just need to explain you guys this whole project, and this will also take 30 minutes, and this will take somewhere around like 45 minutes, and this would take again 30 minutes, and this would take some time. Okay, so these are the days which are remaining. Okay, so I'm on like day 5. Okay, so I'm on day 5, right? Yes, I'm on day 5. So tomorrow I will try to cover these all, and just please let me know if at all you all guys are if you all guys are okay to stretch your class little bit for doing 3 projects tomorrow itself. We want to be running on time. So for us to run on time, we want to wrap up all the 3 projects in one go. So please let me know if at all you guys are okay to complete 3 projects in one day. Please write down this 3 projects one day, okay. So in your chat, so that I can understand that yes, you guys are interested. Okay, so now let me just go ahead and create a new Python 3 notebook, and I call it project 1 CRYP cryptography project. Okay, so first of all, tell me, what do you mean by cryptography? Okay, so what do you mean by cryptography? Actually, one of my very nearby people is calling me up, so I just need to decline it, and then I'll call him back again later. So 3 projects one day. Okay, so yes, please do, but please don't rush. I will not rush. I will be not rushing. So okay, so let's go ahead and complete project 1. So what do you mean by cryptography? CRYPTO, crypto, GRAPHY. What do you mean by cryptography? So please tell me that what do you mean by cryptography actually, so that I can take things accordingly for you all guys, how much you do know. So now the Googling time starts. Now your Googling time starts right now, and your 30 seconds timer starts right now at 20:36.15. So by what we say 20:36. Okay, so please let me know what do you mean by cryptography. I'm not asking you about like cryptocurrency or something. I'm just asking about cryptography. Okay, the secret message. Yes, Amin is mentioning that converting readable format text into unreadable format, like Kashyap has mentioned. And Saurav Deb is mentioning cryptography is a method of protecting information and communication through the use of codes, so that only those for whom the information is intended can read and process it. Okay, so yep, now let's go ahead and look into it even in more terms. Cryptography is a method of protecting information and communication through the use of codes. Okay, so now every one of you had googled it, and now my time stops there. Okay, so in my language, in Sai Kiran's language, or in I'm like Sai Kiran of LetsUpgrade's language, cryptography is nothing just but changing your plain vanilla message into something which can't be understandable by anyone else. Okay, until unless they don't have the code to crack it. Okay, now we will be looking into two different examples. For that, I will be, because I am making this whole project in front of you guys, so you may see that I am taking some of the help from Google. So please don't feel, even if you feel bad about it, please let me know. So next time I will prepare on the very first and I'll come, but I'm already prepared. I know what to be done. So CRYPTO, cryptography means converting a simple plain text into something which is not understandable easy until someone someone has the key or code. Okay, so this is what actually cryptography means. Okay, so that's what the basic answer is for cryptography. In Python now, there are like different types of, not only in Python, in actual programming language, there is known as cipher text, Caesar cipher, and then we have like different other methods to do to do cryptography. So first of all, the very basic term which you all should be known as cipher text. So what is this cipher text? A text which is the result of encryption. Okay, a text which is the result of encryption is known as okay. We will be covering that email sending project, but we will be covering it tomorrow. That's what I mentioned, right? So I will be taking projects. Don't worry. Whatever is shown, I'll cover everything. Okay. So one of your guest lecturers is also there who will be covering one of the project. So don't worry about it. We will cover all the 4 projects which we have mentioned. Even if you believe me, I may cover one more extra project also. So don't worry about it. Okay. A text which is the result of encryption is known as cipher text. Okay, so now what is encryption? Encryption. What do you mean by encryption? Encryption is like converting a plain message, to secret. Secret message is known as encryption. Okay, and the other way around is like, what is decryption? What do you mean by decryption? DCRYPTIO. And what do you mean by decryption? Okay, so what do you mean by decryption? Decryption means like converting back the secret message to normal message is known as decryption. So these are the basic terminologies which everyone should know whenever they are learning about cryptography. So we are today having a question. Okay, so our question is very simple. write a Python program which converts any given text to CHIP, CHIP, a ciphertext, and whenever the key is available, it should convert it back to the normal message. Okay, so this may take a little bit of time, so this is what we are looking towards, and we will be achieving this. Okay, so now attendance form has been updated in the description. Please do check that thing. I got a message from one of my mods. So yep. So now write a Python program which converts any given text to ciphertext, and whenever the key is available, it should convert. Okay, it should convert it back to the normal message. Okay, is the question very much interesting for you all guys to start working with? So first of all, let us have a plain message. Okay, so our to do is step number 1. What are the libraries which we can use for cryptography? Okay, so what are the question number 1? Okay, so question number 1, step number 1 is like what are the libraries? Step number 1, which library to use to convert normal text to CHIP, ciphertext. So what are the libraries? Okay, so I will not be focusing on your comments right now for a while, so I will be focusing them back again after some time. So right now let it be like this, and we can take things accordingly. So yeah. Okay, so step number 2. So step number 2 will be like what we say: take input from the user for user and convert it to ciphertext. Okay, so this is going to be the second step. The third step is going to be step 3 is going to be save the like what you say, or like display back the cipher text to students, or like to student, like to user. And step number 4 will be load the key, and if the key is the same based upon the input provided, convert it to normal text. Okay, so this is what interesting. So you will be having a small Python based software in Jupyter Notebook right now, or like even you can do it in your Google Colab or anywhere in your VS Studio Code or something. So what you have to do is a user will be providing a normal text. You have to generate a key at the very first place, and then you need to convert that normal text to ciphertext and give the ciphertext as an output. And students can exchange that ciphertext between anyone. For example, I want to write a message to my dad about my bank ATM pin. So I will just write down my ATM pin, and it will convert it to ciphertext, and I'll send the ciphertext to my dad on WhatsApp or anywhere. So my dad can actually get that ciphertext, and he can convert it back to a normal pin using my same cryptographic key. I don't know how many of you have understood this whole thing, but let us try. I mean, let us go ahead and let us do that thing. Okay. So how many of you have understood the problem statement? Please tell me yes in the chat so that I can start developing it accordingly. So I'm just waiting for your Okay, so first of all, there is some library known as, okay, now I'll be like, for next 10 minutes, I'll not be able to focus on your chat. After 10 minutes, I will be able to take things accordingly for you always. So now, if you get some noise from my keyboard, I'm very sorry, just mute me up or something. I will be like explaining you the project in the meantime, how am I doing. So the first and foremost thing, I need to find what's my goal number one. Goal number one is like get a library which can convert normal text into ciphertext. Okay, so goal number one is to get cryptography library, cryptography Python library. Okay, so cryptography is a package. Okay, so here one of the thing is there. So cryptography. Okay, so from okay, so see this thing. So there is something known as like cryptography. So there is some of the project. So I'll go and I'll install this project. Okay, I'm just doing the step number one. So I've installed it. So as soon as I install this particular thing, okay, it's already been installed on my machine because I have Anaconda, and Anaconda gets all the top 500 libraries into my machine directly. That's what, if at all you recall. So downloading Anaconda gives you that power. Okay, so now I have to use cryptography as a package which provides cryptographic recipes and primitive to Python developers. Okay, so I need to just go and I need to import things like this. So I have imported cryptography.fernet. So this is the way, I mean, I think these guys can actually get a particular key. So now the first and foremost function is like def generate pass key. Okay, so generate a key file. So for generating a key file, okay, sorry, I've done it in the wrong way. So I just forgot it. Okay, for generating a key file, you just have to write down key is equal to, so whatever the library we have imported, so library dot, there is something known as generate here. There is something known as generate key. Okay, so generate, please come here, generate key. So it will actually generate a key, and you can print that key here. Okay, print that key. Okay, so if at all you want to save that key inside your machine, so you can save it in your machine with the help of our file handling, which we have done 2-3 days back or something. Okay, so now you can actually save it with the help of like abc is equal to open. Okay, so how you save it, you can give any name whatever you want to give. For example, let me give pass dot key here. Okay, you can give any point, any name as per you guys. I mean, whatever you are concerned, you can give any kind of name and it will actually go ahead and create that. So pass key is the, or like password key, or like password. Okay, like let us just write down password key dot key. Okay, now dot key is a actual file extension which we will be using, and inside this we will just make sure w. Okay, w. Okay, now w will not work here because what is that thing which is generating? First of all, let us generate and let us see what it is generating. Okay, so and even let us return it, return key, or like even we don't even return key. I mean, like just I want to like see what type it is. Is it some kind of type? So you guys can actually generate pass key. So it is of binary, I think. Okay, so I need to print this type. So I was sure, actually I was like very much sure. So see, it is a bytes class. If at all you will write only w, it will not work. So to how to write, so the next question. So see, project building is all about questions. Okay, so now next question is how to write bytes to a file in a Python. Okay, so bytes can be written with the help of wb. Okay, so if I am right, see wb. So if at all you want to open any kind of file output and you want to write bytes to a Python file, you should be using wb. So instead of w, you will be using wb here, and what you have to do is very simple thing. abc dot write, whatever the file name is, right? File name dot write, and you have to just write down the key. Okay, and you need to close that thing, abc dot close. Okay, so this is the way. At this point of time I don't have anything inside my Python package or like my base folder, anything in terms of key or something. So as soon as I do this part, okay, as I done this thing, so now you will be able to see something known as password key dot key. Okay, so now see here somewhere password. Okay, so see, are you able to see this point? So password key dot key is generated. So this password key dot key is a binary, sorry, what we say, a binary or a binary file which you can share. I can share it with my dad. Okay, so our one first goal is to generate a key is done. Okay, with the help of a cryptography library. Fine. So this is completed. Just give me a high five if at all you have understood this one point till here. Okay, so I'm looking into okay, so now here let's go ahead and write down the next part of the code. Okay, the next part of the code is def get, I mean, like even before okay, so now let's go ahead and okay, so now you guys are writing a key and like generating and like storing a key. So we should be also having a function which can actually read that key whenever we require for certain operations. We should call that key, right? So we will be writing down like get my key or something like that, and it will open directly. So let us just open it. abc is equal to open. So okay guys, this is not a production ready code or something like that, but you guys can certainly use it for educational purposes. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, when I say if at all I'm developing it for any production related code, I will declare variables and all very nicely. So I'm actually declaring things in a very more generic way for us, we guys to understand. Return abc dot read. Okay, so that's how it will be. And if at all I just do get my key, and inside this, so we are able to, whatever the key we are storing, we are able to generate it. So there are two functions, one is generate key and other one is like get my key. Okay, so these two functions are done. Now let's go ahead and have content taken by a particular user. Okay, def get content from user. So this has to return a very simple thing. Actually I don't require this as a function, but okay, I don't require this as a function, but let me just take a function. Okay, so it is like return input enter the, what we say, enter the content you want to encrypt, encrypt. Okay, enter the content which you want to encrypt in your Python script. I'm not having my mobile stand today, and that's a kind of like small problem which I have with me. Okay, so not an issue. So yeah, so that's it. So now for example I have this function. So if I run this function, it's like saying, hey, I love let's upgrade. So this is my secret message which I want to encrypt. So I am able to return it back. Okay, so using this particular thing. Okay, so get content from user, it is getting it. Fine. So now the next one is like the next function def. Okay, so it can be like very simple thing, def encrypt, encrypt message. Okay, encrypt message. Inside this message I need to just pass on the message, normal message, normal message normal. So what I'll do is I'll be just declaring some what we say, I will be calling this key. Now for example I have to show you, right? So I can show you this in this term. Just 1 minute, where it is. Okay, f is equal to fernet dot key and f dot encrypt. Okay, so f dot encrypt it is. So you will be able to get that particular token. Okay, whenever you do f dot encrypt, you will be. So we will be just writing down for getting f dot encrypt. We will write down our same code which is similar on the similar lines to that. Okay, so the similar line code is very much simple. It would be like this. Encrypt message. Inside the encrypt message, let's write it down like for example, not abc and down, abc enough done. So just let me write it down like k for key. K is equal to whatever the library name was. The library name was fernet. Inside this fernet, and we just need to pass down the uh, what we say, even we need to pass a key. Okay, here we need to pass a key fernet. Inside that we need to pass a particular key, or else like even if we don't pass it, it is okay. We can just call that key variable here. Key is equal to where is that, get my key. Get my key function inside it, and we will be able to load this key inside this particular function. Okay, so yep, that's the thing. Now what we will be able to do is just we have to be writing down encrypt encrypted message. So encrypted message, whichever the original message is getting encrypted in. So k dot, I know you guys may be feeling it boring and all. I'm not doing it for entertaining you guys. Actually, I'm just doing it for like completing the whole project. So k dot encrypt, and I just need to give my normal message normal into this, and that's it. I have encrypted message. Okay, so if at all I call encrypt message and I say, hey, shit, it threw me an error. Data must be bytes. Okay, so I should be giving it like this. Okay, so it should be bytes. Okay, for bytes to have, it should be written like B. Okay, so this is my encrypted message. Okay, so now let me just, it is also working. Now the last and final leg is, the final leg has to be done with the help of like decrypt. Okay, so decrypt code, here it was the same way. We will write down the decrypt code also. Decrypt message, and what we say, message secret. Okay, inside this message secret, again I need to take my this code. So I just need to change few parameters here and there, and I will be able to decrypt. Okay, so decrypt message. So now if at all I just call decrypt message and I pass this whole thing, बच्चों के सामने पोपट मत करना भैया please. Hey, it works. Okay, so it is basically taking what it is taking like two things. Okay, so it is actually okay, so actually it is working. So now see, so we have all the functions which are working with us. We have 3-4 functions. One function number 1, function number 2, okay, function number 3, get the content from user. Okay, so now we have this particular function, encrypt message function and decrypt message function. Now we can actually do whatever we want in this whole world to do with it. Okay, so yep, I hope that okay, so not understood. Can you repeat again? I can understand. I can actually explain you again one more time. I have not. I have just done it for my sake of like completing the project. Now I will be explain. Let me just assemble everything. Okay. So DEF, the final part. Okay. So the DEF kind of thing will be like. Let me just write down a program, not a function. Okay. Print. Hey, do you want to? First of all, like see, the first and foremost thing for generating any kind of key, you have to, I mean, you have like 5 different functions. The first function which we will be using is like what we say for generating a key. I will repeat one more time, okay? So first and foremost thing which we have used here, so let me like make a new Python notebook file. So where I'll start fresh again so that you guys can understand, and it will be easy for me also to copy paste from here to there. So project 1 repeat slash clean code. Okay, so inside this we have to write down, first and foremost step is to import the library, and the second step is to write a function which can generate a key and write it to a particular file. Okay, so password key dot key is storing my key which is being generated as a password. This key is necessary for your friends or for anyone to open my message. Okay, to open my message, this key is very much necessary. So for example, let us understand this as computer 2, okay, and this as computer 1. Okay, so I'll tell you why we have written it down as computer 2 and computer 1. This is one of the message for generating a pass key. Okay, then after generating a pass key, now we have one more function here to retrieve my key which is there inside the, which is stored inside the storage. Okay, so this is the another version of that thing. Then we have get content from user, this particular thing to get content from user whichever we want to encrypt or encrypt. Then afterwards we say that encrypt message. Inside encrypt message we are saying that okay fine, so we will be using this particular, this is the function to encrypt any message with the key which we will be providing. Okay, and the last leg is very simple, we pass it like decrypt. Okay, so decrypt message, so we just do it like this. Okay, so these are the basic functions which we have created for our full program to run. The first and foremost thing which we will be running inside this whole thing is like password key. Okay, let me just do one single thing, guys. Okay, so let me just modify this whole project without saving a key and all. Okay, so what happens, you can actually understand it even more easily. So let me remove this open wala stuff. Okay, and instead of getting a key from here, I will pass the key here. So what I'm doing is I am the person who need to pass the key. I have just modified it a little bit. Okay, so now don't get worried and all, अरे ये क्या हो गया करके. So I have just modified the whole code. So the first thing is, so before actually using cryptography, before converting a text, a normal text into a ciphertext, we require it to be done. So in, or like what we say, user message is equal to get content from user. So first and foremost thing, get content from user. Okay, and the second one is, okay, get content from user is done. Now what you will do, you will generate a password. So for generating a pass key, what you will do is, you will be generating a pass key like this. K is equal to this. Now for encrypting the key, what you will do, you will use encrypt message. Okay, MES, e message is equal to encrypt message. Inside this you will pass your user message, and you will pass K, which is a key which is getting generated. Okay, generate key is returning anything? No, it's not returning. I should be doing that return. Okay, so I should do this return key. Okay, so yep, this is done, no changes here. So yeah, that's what this whole thing is. Now if at all I run this thing, it will ask me enter the content you want to encrypt in your Python script. So my ATM pin is, what is my ATM pin? I will just write down some 0045, and this is not my actual ATM pin, don't worry. So I just enter this thing. Okay, there is something which I need to Where is the error? The error is K. Generate. Okay, let me just do it this way. If it doesn't work that way, don't worry guys, I will tell you what's the answer and all. So I'm modifying it for you guys to understand. I don't know how many of you will be able to understand this whole thing, what I'm trying to do is, but don't worry, I'll just make sure that you all guys are understanding. How many of you do understand that what I'm trying to do? My mobile is also closed. I know the time has been overshoot. Enter the key. But just be there, na? It's your own project. It's not. I know how it works, but you should know how it works, right? More than me, you know. You want to know how it works. So please be there, and you guys will be like actually getting rewarded for being here. Something. My ATM pin is. For example, this, it says that you enter the key. So whatever key is being generated, I'm entering this key, okay, and I just enter this shit. Fernet key must be 32 URL safe. Oh, okay. For the time, for the type of explanation I want to give you, it doesn't work. So it seems you need to actually load it from a particular what we say, a particular thing. So get content from user message, na? So byts. So string argument without encoding. Generate pass key you have generated, and you're like passing down enm encrypt message. In the encrypt message you are having the in the encrypt message your message is going, but along with your message I need to pass down your key. That key will be like k is equal to key. So it will be, okay, it will be string, but it should be bytes. Now this time it should not go. So whatever the message it is here, please Fernet key must be 32 URL safe. Okay, let me just search it over net. So why the hell? Actually I can load it from string string. Okay, so okay, so I got it. I mean, writing to a file is very much necessary, and when it takes an input, so that time from string string string. So what is happening here? I mean, I'm sorry for confusing you all, guys. It is like very simplest thing which I'm trying to do. Generate key, print key, and all. F dot encrypt. S dot encode UTF-8 need to convert strings to byte. Okay, so this is what is required. Okay, so this is what is required. Encrypt string input format. S is the message, key is the generate key. Okay, and what I'm trying to do is like I'm formatting a key to F key. Actually guys, your project is already been done, so your project is done here. So what I'm trying to do is like I will even more sort it out for you all guys for tomorrow for even more nice explanation. But in the meantime, you guys try it yourself that how things are happening. Okay, so it's very simple. uh, just see this. You have imported a particular file, that library is known as cryptography fernet. Okay, from that you have imported fernet. This is a particular what we say code which is being used for generating passkey. So you use passkey for generating or decoding encryption and decryption. You use a particular like password key. Okay, so that has been done. So now what is that is this function is giving you a key which is also being stored in your machine with the in the file of folder key. Okay, in the name of like password key it is being stored. It's not folder, it's like password key it is being stored. Password key it is being stored. It is writing bytes. That's the thing. Now whenever you will be like generate passkey, it is storing it inside your machine, one copy of the key. And whenever you do this generate my key, or sorry, get my key, your password key will actually get you ABC, that is nothing but your what we say text. Okay, your particular password key from that particular file. Okay, from the file it is reading the content and it is displaying it here. Okay, because of RB, so you will be able to read it in the bytes. Okay, so now this is actually printing bytes here. Now even going forward, what we have done, we have just written one single message here, that is encrypt message. Okay, using this encrypt message, whatever message you pass, okay, it will be encrypted to a encrypted message. For example, we have passed hey, instead of hey we pass hey, this is my ATM number. Okay, so I will be working on this particular thing. Okay, so I will be working on it, and what I'll do is I will make it even more apt. Okay, so I will make it even more apt and apt, small and all. So for that you all guys can actually like get it tomorrow. Okay, so I will this is the base thing. Okay, so now here we have the decrypt message thing. So it is taking the message, and from the message it goes k dot decrypt. Inside the decrypt we are passing down a particular message, whatever message secret, whichever we want to like convert. Okay, so whenever we just run this thing and we run this particular part, so whatever it was your like basic message which you encrypted, you will be able to get it back. Okay, so what if I change my pass key? Okay, I go to my password key and I just change some number here and I just save it. Okay, I have done save, and I just go to my base thing, and I just go and I just do this thing. So it is saying that incorrect padding or some kind of error, which is actually giving because I have changed it inside my password key. Okay, so inside password key, if I just give one more V or something like that, now let me just go and run it. So it should give me an error. It will actually give an error, invalid token. So see, now this is the error. So if at all we have changed it inside the what we say, inside this particular message, it will not be able to decrypt it. Okay, so encryption and decryption works like this, and this is the very basics of your what we say that your particular like encryption and decryption cryptography app. Okay, so I will be creating an interface around it with 1 2 3 options, and you guys can actually go about it. Okay, so that's the way to go and take things. Okay, so okay, so now let's go ahead, and I hope that you all guys have understood this whole concept. So now please let me know if at all you have understood this topic, yes or no. In the meantime, let me put it inside your community. So community.letsupgrade.in, go sign up, sign in, and you will be able to get this file. Okay, so today just complete this one project. deploy it in your GitHub and give us the link. Okay, although we are not going to check your all the projects and all, it is just for your references and for your resumes. You should be deploying these projects into the GitHub, so you know very well how to put things in GitHub. Just make sure that you're putting this project inside your GitHub. Okay, so project cryptography app. So incomplete kind of, but I'll be completing it by tomorrow. Okay, like or comment with your GitHub profiles where it is being uploaded. So even I will come to know that thing. I will come and I will give some comments in your GitHub from my actual ID. So I have so many of like what we say, I have a good reputation, good followership on GitHub. So all the people who will be putting their GitHub link in the comments, so for the project, so I will be like uh, taking it. And as the time is being finished, that's why I'll be not taking much time today, and I'll be explaining it even in much more detail in this term. Let me just solve it little bit. So I will be able to solve it if at all I sit peacefully without your chat, because having chat in front of you, it's very much what we say, scary. Okay, like, oh, these many people are seeing me. That is like performance pressure. Okay, so if I don't have performance pressure, I can solve it. So I will solve it and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I'm being as honest and as frank as I can, and I will just solve it and I'll get you the answer by tomorrow, or like even if in 15 minutes you meet me back, I can get you the answer. Okay, so yep, bye bye guys, take care, have a nice day, and we'll be meeting you guys tomorrow. Take care, bye bye. Okay, so we have just made a small progress on our cryptography app, but tomorrow we will be taking this thing to on another level. Yep, so just that's it. Bye bye, take care, have a nice day, sleep well, and take care of everyone in your family, so that everyone is safe and fine. Chalo, bye bye, take care, have a nice day. We will be meeting tomorrow. Bye bye.